Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Melanie, your Shisha Scrapper. So today I am back with my January layout share, and if you watch long enough, you'll notice that it will be done in two parts because the time has come that I have to move inside for the winter. And so instead of dragging all of these layouts inside, I figured I would do them real quick while I'm still in the she shed, and then pack everything up and move inside and complete the second half of the month. So this one here I actually completed for the a cherry on top sketch challenge for the, let's see, it would be, I don't know, it would have been maybe New Year's Day it was uploaded. So they had 3 photos. They had some circles, but I didn't add those. I just have my giant title from Paper Wizard, which, yes, it's very expensive, but I love that title. And then just a simple cluster at the bottom. I'll do some journaling with the date and whatnot. And then I did use some Creative FX, the iridescent glaze on the bottom. This one was for the cherry on top sketch challenge for the last week of December, but I was late to create it, and so it just made it into this layout share instead of last month's. This one actually, it was supposed to have 3.5 by 5 photos, and by 3.5 by 5 photos. I obviously didn't have those, so instead I just made my own kind of grid. I did keep, they had like a circular element for the title, so I did keep with the circular element of that. But this was Disney Springs a few years ago, so just kind of kept my embellishments at an angle and a very simple layout, but it is documented. This one here I actually did off camera. Another one of the Paper Wizard titles. Look at that. It is so layered, which is so nice. There's glitter, there's velvet, just amazing. So this one here, lots and lots of photos. Obviously I did not stay till park closed, so I did take this picture from somebody. So I can't take photo credit for that one, but it is a beautiful picture. Looks like I need to get some more tape on that, or glue. Centered the rest of them and then added a couple more along the outside. So I don't know, busy, so to speak, with the firework paper and all of the photos. I wondered where, I knew there was a Tinkerbell flare from Scrap and Happy Studio, and if you've ever been to the fireworks, Tinkerbell flies, I wondered where it was because it wasn't on in my package. So oh, I don't have my glue in here even. My goodness. I've been moving back and forth inside to outside, warm and cold days, and it's finally time to move inside for good for the winter, which is okay. At least I continue to scrapbook and not have to give it up completely, but it is always a bummer to move inside. All right, another Disney. I did these at a weekend, I guess, with my family, so that's why there's a little bit of Disney. I pretty much only took my Disney. So this one here, another kind of grid, but I used 2 cut-aparts instead, and just really kept embellishments simple as well. I wanted my photos to shine, and look at this, I did some stitching. I am loving hand stitching. It's been great, and then I'm adding them to quite a few of my layouts. So again, just another simple layout, but I was able to use up 2 of the cut-aparts and add some stitching. That always helps. All right, so this one here, I got the inspiration from somebody on Instagram, and I think theirs were stars. Whoops. My goodness, look at that. Stars at the top. So what I did is I ended up taking my dies and just scattering them across the black paper that I wanted to cut. And then I had this acetate left over from a project while I was gone that weekend, and decided to make a shaker pocket of one of them. So I have one large shaker pocket here. Simple otherwise, because I wanted kind of the focus up there. But this is one of my absolute favorite photos of our December Disney trip last year. It is obviously at sunset, and it's just the perfect glow on my family, and yeah, one of my favorite photos for sure. And then another cut apart kind of for my title. This one I did off camera as well, just using up, it was a Pink Fresh Studio Christmas project pad I had. So another grid. It's just a really easy way to get a lot of photos on a layout. So again, another cut apart here kind of for my title, and then just some clusters. I did sneak in a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. I think I have one more left that has the mask on it, but I know we're outside. It was the times. So I'm so glad we're over that now. But yeah, it was the times for sure. Goodness, I did a lot of Disney in this first part of this haul. And you can expect more, because when I move inside, I like to kind of take in something that I know I'll use a lot instead of taking in like 10 to 20 smaller collections. I know I have a lot of Disney photos, so Disney will definitely be one that I take in. And I'm trying to figure out, I think Bella Boulevard, some of those collections will be another couple that I'll take in, but there will be variety in the months to come, don't get me wrong, but I probably will do a lot more of Disney as well. So kind of a grid layout, so to speak. So I have the 3, but I had this open space here. So I used Adventure is Out There. And these pieces might have come from one of my viewers. I can't remember your name now. I'm so sorry, but she gave me some flip-flaps, or some different branded flip-flaps. And in there, she even sent a Disney ephemera pack. So I think these came from that pack. So that was exciting to use some of those. They didn't have that pack actually, so that was nice. I added a strip of the camera, kind of border paper here, snuck in a Mickey head just to fill in that space. And then it kind of also gave me a reason maybe to add more embellishments around there. And then a mini Mickey head, a small Mickey head with some more up top. But yeah, just a really, again, simple design. It's a memory documented though, and used up some of my stash. And nope, not last one of the month. This one here does have a process video. This is the parade, and lots of photos. So I did try to kind of keep embellishing on the simple side. Have a title down below here, a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio just with a small phrase sticker. I thought this little Main Street neighborhood was cute, so I did pop that up on foam tape to add to the bottom, and then a chipboard, and snuck in the dreams can come true. I might journal on the Mickey head. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll see, but I do kind of like it just the way it is. Yeah, just another kind of some phrase stickers to fill in and use those up. And last one for the first half of the haul is the Where To Next collection from Vicki Boutin. I used a lot of the papery embellishment pack for this one. And if you're not familiar with that, there are washi stickers and there are like very thin pieces. So, I mean, you can kind of see how I bend that compared to like the cardstock, I guess. So very thin pieces. This is a washi sticker that I used for my title, which I did struggle with because obviously they're kind of transparent. And so I had to make sure that, you know, it wasn't going to show up on a busy pattern paper. So I had to make sure it was kind of placed on a plain paper. Lots of different layers. This is the papery collection as well. This, oh, my heart fell off a little bit. Just this layering piece, lots of different layering pieces down below. And then I thought it was perfect. They had the sunrise little sticker. So that's obviously what I was documenting there. So stay tuned for part 2. It'll look a little different because I'll be inside with just a white folding table. But nevertheless, the layouts will, I guess, be the same. So stay tuned for part 2 coming right now. So since we've moved inside for part 2 of the layout share, I have a special helper today. Eli likes to help with these, so he's going to help kind of critique the layout. So this one here is a 2-page layout. And I did some stitching on the layout. I can't get it all on the frame, I'm sorry, but there is a strip of the off-white on the edge as well. So what do you think about this one?
Very neutral.
Well, you should like it then. You like the neutral colors. All right. You think it matches the photos well, the colors? Yep. Anything else? Do you like the stitching or you can't really tell?
I really like the stitching.
All right, so he really likes the stitching. So I did stitching on the strips of paper going down the page. And then kind of the same thing on this side. Anything else on this layout?
I would put like a small, maybe like a photo in here.
Yeah, I didn't have any more. But yeah, that would be a good idea because that is a photo frame, isn't it? All right, so this one here is Bungalow Lane by Paige Evans, and we had 2 special photos to document. And then I made a giant floral cluster coming down the left-hand side of the page.
Can we add any more flowers?
I mean, I probably could. Should I?
Maybe down here.
You think I should continue it down there, or you think it'd be too busy?
More flowers.
More flowers. Goodness.
Must have flowers.
Oh, there's one there, and there's one peeking out there. So for this one, I actually did incorporate a couple of our other collections. I had the Whimsical and Truly Grateful collections as well, and some of the papers were from each of those, and then some chipboard pieces and some puffy stickers. So really tried to use my stash on this one. This one here was for a cherry on top, their weekly sketch challenge. I used a busy pattern paper on the outside and then just a strip of white down the middle so my photos stand out. What do you think of this one?
The side colors, there's so many colors, I don't know which one to choose is my favorite.
Yeah. Well, I tried to get the colors from the busy pattern paper into the embellishment clusters as well. So I really wanted to try to get the red in each of the clusters to keep your focus. And then I guess there's, well, just green in the stem and the flare there, but then some yellow in each of them as well. Lots and lots of color.
Photo.
Oh yeah, I know, another photo frame, but it makes a good layering piece.
Layering.
All right, this was for the Erica Rose Creates design team. I used her Sweet Summer Snapshots cut file with the Summer Snapshots collection from Simple Stories. What do you think about this one?
How many S's are we gonna add?
Lots of S's.
S, 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 S.
Yep.
S.
Lots of S's. So I just tore the paper to go behind the cut file and then kept the bottom fairly simple. I'll do some journaling here because it was Mom and Dad's anniversary.
Yeah.
Yep, and we went to lunch all together. Right? There you are. Oh, you're matching. Oh, your dad's shirt kind of matches the summery vibe of the layout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, this one was for the A Cherry on Top Weekly Sketch Challenge as well. Used Let's Scrapbook, but used it in a different way. Could you tell this was a scrapbooking collection by the layout?
No.
No, there were so many pieces in it that I could kind of pick and choose for a fun spa night. Just the girls.
Where's your mask?
It's shiny. Ha! I know, look at... Everybody else looks silly, and I just got a shiny face. Maybe that's why I picked the photo. And then a flare from Scrap and Happy Studio. I got that at She Loves Color to match the collection, but figured a nice bright flower was perfect for the layout. Nothing else?
No.
All right, so this one here, I might have showed already, but this is actually from She Loves Color, one of Vicki Boutin's classes. I just hadn't put pictures or embellished yet. So I did the squares and the mixed media at the class, and then came home and embellished and added my photos. We actually got these from Color Rush Studio at She Loves Color, and decided color-wise they matched pretty well, and so I tried to kind of match them up with the colors of the squares. This was probably the whitest.
Why does this photo look different from the other ones?
I think it's the way that the sun is shining on us, or it's just my printer. It just didn't print vibrant like the rest of them. I've been having issues with the printer. So I think this is the Bright and Bold collection from Vicki Boutin. So probably not my favorite layout, but it's done and it's a memory documented. What were you going to say?
I like how the squares don't line up like exactly.
Yeah, kind of offset. You can see more of it that way. All right, now we got a fun soccer one. So a little backstory on this one. I started recording this one, and for whatever reason, my phone shut off. So this was going to be a process video, but it ended up not being one. And I did actually come in and do some stitching in the house after I realized that it was not going to record. So what do you think about this one? Kick, yep. And I did lots of different pieces. So this is Bella Boulevard. These I got from Scrap and Happy Studio. Nope, sorry, not just for Boys Kit Club. This is actually from Hobby Lobby, and then just different pieces from my stash. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it? Well, I got one to do for you too with some similar photos, so maybe yours will look similar.
Why didn't you take any photos when I was playing?
I have some. Oh, this is from when you were on separate teams.
Yeah.
So the boys started on separate teams, and then at the end of the year when Eli was done, he got to move up with Jackson. And then when Jackson's season was done, Jackson actually moved up to the next one and played a game or two. So there was a couple of games that they actually played together. So I do have some of those photos, but these actually were professional ones that somebody else took. So that's why. This one's fun. It's just a neutral layout, documenting the perfect hand in a euchre game we had. And funny enough, I got a card tag in one of the collections. So what do you think about this one?
The card matches the rest of the paper.
Yep. So kind of fun. I kept with kind of the black hand that I had and kept it kind of, that was my color scheme. And brought in some flair from Scrap and Happy Studio, some puffy stickers, and popped it up on some foam tape and had a title as well. I did end up, I had the perfect, and then I had to come up with a font for the hand, or the word hand. This one was from Scrap and Happy, nope, oh my goodness. The Erica Rose Creates design team again. I used an older crepe paper collection and lots and lots of layering, which was really fun with all of the ephemera I have. And so I layered behind each of my photos quite a bit, and then added a little cluster at the top. And I do have, and it's kind of hard to tell, but I did some smushing technique underneath of the cut file, kind of going around in the circle. What do you think about this one?
I think this was an amazing, fun time.
It was, wasn't it? We don't go ice skating very often, but we did for a birthday party, and yeah, it was fun. It was challenging. You might be a little bit stronger now. I might be able to do it a little bit better. So my husband didn't think pink, it was too pink for winter, but you know, it is what it is. I had to use the pink papers in that collection for my layout. And then this was fun. This was another layout for a Cherry on Top weekly sketch challenge using the Teen Vibes collection from Bella Boulevard. These were supposed to be photos, but I decided to add embellishments instead, and I just went kind of pizza crazy.
We gotta love our pizza.
We do love our pizza. Pizza solves everything, right? Yes, it does. I used a die that I have to add some texture. They had some, I believe, hexagons kind of in the corners, but I had this fun kind of die to cut that out to add a little bit extra. And yeah, just kind of kept it simple, but I love how the focus of the layout is pizza. All right, two more. This one here is Lake Life Collection from Bella Boulevard. I did bring in the four-wheeler from Teen Vibes Collection, however. And then a title from my stash. That was a fun time too, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure out if this is your layout or your brother's layout, because I have the same photos for both of you. So what do you think?
I like it.
You like this one, the
there
colors?
Definitely was bugs.
Yes, definitely. But what do you call these with the lights on the bottom of them? What do you call them?
Fireflies.
Fireflies. So I asked in the process video, because some people call them fireflies and some people call them lightning bugs, and I think I call them both. So I want to know what they call them, what you guys call them, and where you're from, and see if there is a difference. So I kind of call them both. Eli says they're fireflies. I added them because they kind of just look like flies, and yes, we were outside and the bugs were heavy, right?
Yes.
All right, and last one, another one for a cherry on top weekly sketch challenge. This is combining the brand new Say Cheese Classic Pooh collection with a paper from the older Echo Park Pooh collection. They have a newer one, but this is from the older, like the first one they came out with. So what do you think about this? There's like a theme here with who we're having fun with. It is the same people and the same cousins, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You guys have lots of fun when you're together. What do you think about it?
Gold, yellow.
Yep. And then green and green. Kind of matched pretty perfectly, didn't it?
Mm-hmm. These two golds look pretty similar.
Mm-hmm. Those are from my stash. Those are maybe freckled fawn. I had some puffy ones. There was a pink one I snuck in there because I did have some pink in the flowers and kind of that like burnt orange, kind of hoping to match some of those flowers a little bit. And the nice thing is, like, even though it's a Winnie the Pooh collection, it doesn't scream Winnie the Pooh, does it?
No.
I think the storybook background page is probably the only thing, and then maybe Christopher Robin and Pooh Bear here. But otherwise, it doesn't scream Pooh. So really, you could use it. I know the bees.
Mm-hmm.
I thought those were cute. I love the little bees. I tried to add them to each of the clusters and add some flowers to each of the clusters as well. All right, so that is what we finished in January. I had to think what month it was. So that's what we finished in January. There'll be lots of new layouts in February. I am planning on still following along with the weekly sketch challenges at a cherry on top. And then bringing lots new layouts to the channel. Right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.